Quick before we get into today's video, I want to say that this video is really just how I personally do pixel art. It's not the kind of tutorial that there's just one way to do it. It's just how I specifically do pixel art myself. I also want to give a warning. The drawing I made for today's video does have some blood. Obviously, it is pixelated and not detailed, but if it does make you uncomfortable, you can skip that part of the video. Anyways, let's get on with the tutorial now. Hi there! Welcome back to another video. So today I am showing you how I make pixel art in IbispaintX. So I actually don't do the sketch with the pixel brush. I will make a clean sketch to start so I can see what the heck I'm trying to draw. And then I'll do the line art in pixels. I'm just starting with a basic body sketch for this drawing. I am doing two drawings technically, one close-up and then the full body in a different look. While I'm still sketching the character, let me actually tell you about who I'm drawing. So this is actually my OC Ashley. I created her a few years ago and I haven't drawn her, I think, in around 2 or 3 years now. Yeah, tragic. Here is some information about her character. Her name is Ashley. She is 18 years old, and she isn't entirely human. She is inspired off the game Five Nights at Freddy's, and has her own restaurant called Ashley's Diner, where she wears this pink cat mascot for the kids to laugh and play with. Ashley loves kids, but isn't very fond of the adults. Ashley thinks all adults are terrible humans that just have kids for attention, on account of what happened with her childhood. Eventually, the curse inside her takes over and kills her in the cat costume, kind of like how William Afton dies in the Springlock suit. After watching the awful way of Ashley's death, her diner closes and she is left there to roam the rotting parts of the restaurant. She is able to take off her costume only because she isn't fully dead. Her curse saved her from death, but with a catch. She can't die, but she can still feel pain. Every now and then, her curse makes her freak out and force her to go out on killing sprees. The way you can tell she's in her trance is she'll bleed black from her eyes. Anyone that dares explore her old diner will be hunted by the cat, Ashley's killer side inside the cat costume. There is still so much to her story and so much more to come. I just told you what I could remember off the top of my head. Alright, let's get back to the drawing now. Right now, I'm just finishing up her face. I make sure I'm careful with the amount of detail I put into the sketch, since I know it's going to become pixelated anyway. Ashley wears a separate cat mask from her full body costume. Since she's not in it all the time, she still wants the kids to laugh and play and see her just as fun. Her hair is always fun to draw. I think since I really like short fluffy hair and she has really fun hair to sort of mess around with, I can make it as messy as I want it, and I think it'll still end up looking good. Here I am now drawing what she looks like in her cat costume. I wanted to do a full body drawing here too, so I could show her more crazy side. I will eventually make a full body drawing with her usual outfit, since you can't see it here. I usually erase the sketch lines so it's not so messy, but I don't know why I didn't do that here. Also, the stitching is mostly to show that she made that costume herself, but then they end up being more of a source to her story, since later on, blood comes from those areas somehow. Don't ask, I don't even know myself. Okay, here is the brush I actually used to make my art into pixel art. It's literally just called Dot, And for the size, I usually use 3 and 4. For the stitching, I did use 2 though. I also go around fixing little areas, either at the very end or while I'm making the art. Very particular how my pixel art looks. I know you can't get super detailed with pixel art. I mean, unless you're using like the smallest size, but I at least try and make it as detailed as I can, but also still have that cool video game pixel look. If I do it eventually, I will actually make the close-up of Ashley in Minecraft. Or I could be one of those people who say, if this video gets 30 likes, I will make this into Minecraft. What do you think I am? Would I really do that just to do it? I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but I mean, if you wanna, hit that like button, please and thank you. The full body drawing is smaller, but I was actually able to do a decent amount of detail. I was scared I wasn't going to be able to. Also, with pixel art, I like to do some shading with black, since I think it adds to that video game look more. My coloring process for pixel art is the same. I do some basic colors and then I'll go in with the shading and lighting and everything else. When I was coloring her hair, it reminded me of that anime character Deku I drew for the 6 Fan Hearts challenge. Ashley's outfit is really fun to draw in color. I did try and go for a more 80s look with it too, so that just makes me love it even more. Her hair was just chef's kiss to shade. I don't know why I loved it so much, but it was a lot of fun to shade and draw, and I think it just came out really nice and fluffy. I will suggest skipping to 1411 if you don't want to watch the process of me adding the blood. Her cat mask pretty much has a soul of its own, so technically her mask and costume is the curse, but it also lives inside her since she made it. Doesn't make the most sense, but yeah. The highlight on her hair was pretty nice to do as well. I'll admit, I was having trouble with it a tad, but it was worth it. I definitely really tried to make her mask look 3D with the shading and lighting. I think I did pretty well. What do you think? I knew I wanted the background to have some more color, so I just took the color of her hair and the color of her mask and put it on opposite sides behind them. It makes it look more interesting, I think. I also made them lighter so they aren't distracting. And there we go! Here is the finished piece of my crazy OC, Ashley. As usual, pixel art is really fun to draw. I always loved the video game look, and making my characters into pixel art is just so cool to me. I really do recommend trying to draw pixel art. The results are so cool. I really hope you enjoyed this video / tutorial and how I do pixel art. Hopefully it was useful. I've never done tutorials before, but if you liked this one, feel free to ask how I draw other things. I really appreciate everyone's opinions. Again, try making pixel art for yourself. You might just enjoy it. If you do, though, I want to see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I guess I'm supposed to say like the video and subscribe, because I guess if you tell people it happens. But who knows. Alright, goodbye for now. My coloring process subscribe. Please.